So let us consider using a spreadsheet to calculate the weighted sums. In each spreadsheet, we'll have a header. These are the labels for each record, label each column. My second row will be that of my weights. My third row is the weights of another teacher, Sanchez weights. In my class, 20%, 30%, 10%, and 40%. So I already finished this spreadsheet. If you blank these out, all these, your levels grades will go away. Okay, now formatting the weights, you'll highlight the weights, and you go to format as a percent. If you change them into a number, you'll see that these are actually decimals. 0.4 has 40%, 0.25 has 25%, 0.10 is 10%, 0.25% for final exam. Click on percent to change them back to percents. These are records. Each row represents a person's grades, like Wilson's grades, Pat's grades. Wilson's grades are 70, 80, and 100, and 82, and are multiplied using this formula. You'll see that it's 40% times 70, 25% times 80, 10% times 100, plus 25% times 80. That's what this stands for. So that's how you type it out. And in order to do it a different way, we can use the function sum product. I could just write sum product and highlight the blue and then the red. Notice that Pat's grade is missing the final exam. What grade would she need in order to get a 75? You could try 50. That's not, or an 86 actually. That would give her 78. 77 would give her an 86. So that would answer that question. So in order for Pat to receive an 86, she needs a 77 on the final exam. Okay, you can answer your questions down there. Now to do your own weights, just put them in here. 50, 450, 0, 0. You could do that, and those will be the grades. Or maybe you could do something else. Just make sure that it adds up to 100, yes? Now, how do I write these things again? Well, in this case, it would equal the sum product tab it, then highlight the weights that you're going to multiply, my weights in this case, put a comma, then highlight the grades for that row. See that it lines up, close the parentheses, or just press enter and there it is. Now what you need to do is go to each of these that you want as fixed. My weights are in the second row, so by each 2, I'm going to put a $sign so that it doesn't change that 2. So if I want to fill a whole column, then I simply double click here and it fills the rest of them because I put the $sign on the 2's. Let's take a look at batting averages or slugging averages. So in this case, we have ball player, the number of singles, number of doubles, triples, home runs, at-bats, slugging average, and batting average. And here these are blank, so we can just fill those out like so. And here is Babe Ruth's record in a particular year: 68 singles, 40 doubles, 4 triples, 16 home runs, 320 at-bats. A straight average would be the sum of these statistics. So that's from B, column B, on the third row, colon, to the E on the third row. Then I would divide by the at-bats, which is at F, so in the third row, and press enter, and that's a 40% average. I got that 0.400 by changing it to number here, like so, and then pressing on this so it's 3 decimal places. Similarly, to get his, and then we would just click here to fill the rest, and you see that would go down by row. Um, in this case, that's a straight average. Now, if you want to weight him, that's a little different. I would say equals sum product of what? These weights, and I need them to be fixed. So it'd be a $2 to E $2, comma, these particular stats, close it, and enter it. Oh, and divided by the number at bats. Like so. So if you give more weight to home runs, that's a better slugging average than 40. Slugging average is better than his batting average. Similarly, just fill it in for Mark McGwire. Now, did I have to use that? No, I didn't have to use that. In this case, it would have been a simple matter, say, to do it a little different and just say this equals parentheses 1 times the 87 plus 2 times the doubles plus 3 times the triples plus 4 times the home runs, all close parentheses divided by the number at bats. That's the simple way to do the formula. And again, we'd have to change this to number and press this once to get the 3 like that. Okay. Thanks. By the way, we have Baseball Almanac link here that you can go pick up other statistics and add rows to this to verify that they work. It's kind of cool. We'll look at that later. Now for quarterback rating. Okay, let's talk about baseball. Notice that I made some corrections to the spreadsheet. Row 3 is now some player with a 700 batting average. Babe Ruth added this comment. 1920 season 1 with Yankees record stood for 80 years. See the Baseball Almanac. 73, 36, 954, 458, which gives the old Bambino a .847 or 847 average. And actually very low batting average, the slugging average that weighs home runs more. The leader for 80 years until, now here's another Mark McGwire's example. Barry Bonds, you can click on the almanac, look that up, 2001. And we can go to leaders, stat master, and find Barry Bonds on here. Let's fill this out. Let's take a look at Barry Bonds. National League. San Francisco Giants. 2001. At bats, batting average, double, home runs, singles, slugging percentage, triples, and doubles. Okay, get stats. Here they are. And there's Barry Bonds. And 49, 32, 2, 73, 476. How was the record?